Hi, Wonder Class, and welcome to our maths lesson on Wednesday, the 20th of January 2021. So, here are your questions. Sorry that this is a mistake. I'm just going to cross it out. So, here are your questions for arithmetic in today's lesson. So, I want you to have a go, pause the screen, time yourself, see if you can beat yesterday's score. Don't spend too long on it. I would say a maximum of 5 to 7 minutes on arithmetic for today. So once you pause the screen and play it, when you're ready, I will reveal the answers to you. Okay, so here are the answers which I will go through. So number 1, 6 times 7 equals 42. Number 2, what is 3/10 of 30? It equals 9. What is 524 as a Roman numeral? Number 3 is DXXIV. Number 4, what number is next in this sequence? So the next number is 20, and it's going up in 4s. Number 5, 5 times 9 equals 45. Number 6, 84 divided by 7 equals 12. Number 7, 10% of 20 equals 2. Number 8, 6,340 add 4,326 is 10,666. Number 9, put these numbers in ascending order. So from smallest to biggest, ascending. Smallest to biggest is 12, 13, 32, 42, and 67. And number 10 is 36 divided by 6, which equals 6. Okay, let's see what we're going to be doing today. So our learning objective for today is, can I understand what area is? So what is area? You might be wondering. And we have learned about area throughout the years in school, but let's see if we can go over this again. So here is your 2-minute challenge. Remember, here you can pause the screen when I finish talking and you can have a go yourself. So which of these shapes would not leave a gap when placed together? Have a think. Which of these shapes would not leave a gap when placed together? Okay, so let's have a look at our shapes. So we have a circle and a triangle. Now, let me see if I can get a triangle shape here and a circle. So, and I'm also going to draw a square. So if I now have to move my shapes, let's see, if I moved my circle next to my triangle, would it leave a gap? Yes, it would leave a gap. And if I put my circle next to my square, would it leave a gap? Yes, it would leave a gap. Let's have a go with our triangle. So I'm going to move the triangle next to the square. Let's see if we can join them without leaving a gap. So we can join these shapes without leaving a gap. So what that tells us is that any shape that has a curved edge, like a circle, you cannot put them together without leaving a gap. However, the other shapes that you can see on the screen, which are called rectilinear shapes, those shapes can be placed together without leaving a gap. And these shapes are, and this rule applies for only the fact of 2D shapes. So let's have a look. So the area of a shape is the space within the shape. The area is inside of the shape. So in front of me here, I have randomly got a circle. Now, the area of the circle is what's inside of this shape here itself. This is the area of my circle. I also have in front of me a notebook, which is in the shape of a rectangle. So if I use my notebook, the area of my notebook is what is inside of the shape itself. So that's the area of my shape. Okay, so let's see. How can we measure area? So what is the area of the shape in Pokemon cards? So we've got a shape here, which is a rectangle. And we're going to use our Pokemon cards to find out the area. So let's move our Pokemon cards across. So I'm going to put my first one here. Now, when I lay the Pokemon cards out, I'm not going to overlap them. So I'm not going to put them on top of each other. I'm not going to leave a big gap. I'm going to try and be as close together as possible. So I'm going to carefully move them over. And I can do the same below. So these Pokemon cards are filling up the area of this rectangle. So how many Pokemon cards have I used? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Pokemon cards is what I've used to fill up this rectangle. And that makes the area. 10 Pokemon cards is my area. So it says here, which of these sentences describes the area of a shape? So there are a few sentences to have a look at. So the space inside the white lines on a football pitch. So let's go on to a new page. And I'm going to stand up and go to the board as I am in school today and show you. I'm going to draw a football pitch, which you will now see appear on the screen. Okay, so here is my football pitch. Let's see the area within the shapes of the white lines. So imagine the blue lines were white. All of this space here. Yes, that is correct. That is the area. Let's see what the next sentence is asking us. The distance a bus travels into town. So let's say we started at, let's say we start at Langley and we go to Windsor. So the distance the bus is travelling from Langley to Windsor, that is not area, that is measuring distance from something, from one place to another, which is not the same as area. So that does not show us what area is. The part of a wall that Kyle paints when he decorates his room, yes, that is the area, because if you had a big wall and you painted one part of the wall, that would be an area that is painted. So yes, that does describe the area. D, the amount of chessboard taken up by white squares. Yes, that is the area because we're measuring the space within the shape of the chessboard itself. And E, the length of a shoelace. So if I have a piece of string or a shoelace itself, does that measure area? No, it doesn't. It measures the length of something from one point to the next. So that doesn't actually measure the inside. It measures a point from there to there. So that's not area either. Okay, let's have a look at this question. It says Eva is measuring the area of the tabletop. She has covered the table with exactly 28 sheets of paper. She covers one sheet of paper with sticky notes. So the question is asking us, what is the area of the tabletop in sticky notes? So one part here is covered in sticky notes. So how many sticky notes do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we've got 28 sheets of paper. So essentially what we're going to be doing is the calculation of 28 times by 8. So I'm going to go to the board and I'm going to do that now. 28 times by 8. So I'm going to add a new page and let's have a go. So 28 times by 8. So 8 times 8 equals 64. So I exchange for the 6 over here. Now 8 times 2 is 16. And don't forget to add your exchange. That's going to give us 22. So the area is 224 sticky notes. That's the answer. Okay, so here are your questions for today's lesson. You've got 3 challenges. For each pair of shape, tick the shape with the greater area. So have a look at the shapes that you have, and you can tick or you can draw the shape with the greater or larger area. Question number 2, which is the largest and how do you know? Use the word area in your answer. So which one takes up the most area? Be careful, it's not only just by how big it looks. Actually think about how you're answering the question. And question number 3 is find objects in your home that show area. You can take a picture or make a video and just show us all of these things that show us the area. That's all from me today, guys. Enjoy your activities, and I will see you in tomorrow's lesson. Bye, everyone.